G'day guys, welcome to this week's episode of Budget Off-Road Touring. So on this adventure, we've headed down to Yadboro State Forest and we've set up camp at Yadboro Flats campground. So Yadboro is roughly about 45 minutes inland from Ulladulla, down on New South Wales south coast. So it's something different, somewhere that we've definitely never been before, but thought we'd give something new a go. We've taken the camper on this weekend's adventure. We set up camp just by one of the already pre-made fire pits in the area, in the campgrounds. So we've got a nice little mountain view behind us, and we've set up just close enough to a river to listen to the stream at night, so it makes it nice and relaxing. So we got here yesterday. By the time we set up camp and got everything ready, went and grabbed some firewood, it was starting to get a bit too dark for filming. But yeah, so today, as we said, it's going to be a bit more relaxing trip. So let's see what fun we can have and what we can explore. So we've just driven up from camp up to the toilets just to check them out. So yeah, nice little spot up here. Only downside is you've actually got to drive to the toilets. It's a fair bit walk from the main flat part of the campground, but yeah, nice and neat little timber shacks surrounded by absolutely lovely bushland. So we've just decided to go for a nice little bushwalk, heading up just in and around. So we found this steep section of track. Oh, can't turn the camera around. But that looks be quite challenging in four-wheel drive. Definitely something you do in low range, just to climb it nice and steep. Obviously the camera doesn't quite do it justice. And a few little rock steps, but there's something different. We thought we'd walk it. I'm starting to regret that now, but we'll see what's at the top. So we've just climbed to the top of that steep little track, and well, it was a nice walk, very tiring, but other than that, yeah. So as you can see here, you're getting just a view of trees. Yeah, too much overgrown scrub for it actually to be a nice view. But yeah, still worth a little walk up here.
If you can't tell how steep it is by the way that we're walking down.
So we just went for a walk up the main road that leads into the campground, and on the hunt for a bushwalk, but mission unsuccessful. As you can see, there is bushland on one side, and the other side, oh, we've passed them now, but can't work out if it's private property or like bush cottages for bush retreats. But either way, no bushwalks for us in this direction. We'll keep heading past the campground and see what we can find. So yeah, this is Yadboro Flats campground. As you can see, it's a tad bit overgrown at the moment, but nothing too bad. As more campers come in, obviously the grass will start to get a bit shorter. So the beauty of a state forest is any firewood that's on the ground already, you're welcome just to take and burn. There's signs around just saying don't chop anything down that's living, but if the timber's already fallen to the ground, you're free to burn it. It actually is better for the bush, that way there's less that can go off in a bushfire. And it's also something that is brilliant to fill in your day. Just going for a nice walk around, grab some firewood, and it makes the nights a lot more entertaining. I got too focused on the filming rather than the actual. Yeah, I probably should have lost the throwing.
High as we need it to be. Making lunch.
It's a little bit of turkey or ham sandwiches.
Yep.
Bit of guacamole and some Swiss cheese.
Simples. It's gonna be a beautiful sandwich. Except we don't have tomatoes.
No.
Or lettuce.
Definitely should have grabbed them when we were at the shops.
Or baby spinach. Or cucumber.
We're just heading down to the river. We're going to test our luck, see if we can catch something. But yeah, neither Loz or I are good fishermen. But yeah, give it a crack and see what we can find. Did you get your line tangled, Loz? No? So far no good in the fishing department. That's all right, we'll keep going for a little bit longer. Just chilling on a bridge, which is the bridge on the road in and out of the campground. Loz just got her line a little bit tangled, but some very nice gentleman come and gave her a hand. And he assured us that there would be trout in here for sure. But well, so far, nothing. So we were able to last a nice 5 minutes after the nice guy helped us out, and somehow Loz has done it again. Well, fishing, you could say, was unsuccessful.
Yeah.
We moved off the bridge. We've head down onto the riverbank, but yeah, still yet to catch a fish out camping. But that's all right. We'll get there one day.
One day.
The more we practice, the more we'll get there. So we've got the fire going ready for tonight, but the sun's still out and it's still a bit too hot to sit around it. So we found some trees just next to camp to set up. We're playing a few games of bocce. And yeah, we'll see how that goes for a few hours, and then we'll cook dinner and have a few more beers around the fire as the sun goes down and it starts to cool down a little bit more. Because what the days are like here so far are they're pretty hot during the day and then nice and cold at night. So perfect combination for when you go camping. But yeah, so let's keep playing bocce. And a heel. What? No, you got it.
Really, with the green one?
Yeah. So we've just started cooking for tonight's dinner. So Loz what's on the menu tonight?
All right, so we've got potato chips cooking. We've got corn that we're going to boil up, which will be nice on the cob. And then we're going to have a mushroom and onion gravy that'll go on top of some steaks. So that'll be some nice dinner tonight.
Yummy. So yeah, so we've cut the potatoes up. They're just frying in the butane, ready to go. So yeah, just as we're cooking dinner, we thought we'd give you a quick run through of what we use when we're cooking. So when we've got the camper, we've got the inbuilt gas stove. So it just runs off usual LPG. We've got a barbecue hot plate that goes over the top, or we can use it as 2 different burners. Obviously it needs a new handle, but that's alright, we can get to that one. We got the Ridge Rider butane fry pan. So this just runs off the little butane gas cartridges. So you may have seen that in a couple of our earlier videos. Probably our favourite part of our whole cooking setup. Also got over here a single burner butane barbecue stove. Same thing, runs off those little gas cartridges. So it depends what, yeah. Sometimes that gets thrown in the mix, always when we go out in the swag, but in the camper it doesn't get used as much. Also under here is a brand new barbecue tray that goes over a fire. So we actually haven't used that one just yet, but yeah, cooked over a fire a fair few times with Dad, and nothing better than a nice smoke grilled bit of meat on the flames. But yeah, so that's how we cook, particularly when we got the camper. But as I said, in the swag, always got the butane fry pan and the butane single burner. Yeah.
What he said. Snail.
So we were lucky enough to keep our fire going. It quickly rained, not that you can see anything, but it quickly rained for about 5 minutes. So we were able to pack the camper away and anything else that couldn't get wet. But it's gone. Sky is nice and clear, you can see the stars again, so luckily our fire kept going. Don't know if anyone else was quite as fortunate, but yeah, it's not too bad. We'll be able to sit out here with the fire still now that we've eaten.
Yep.
And stay nice and dry and warm. So guys, that brings us to the end of this week's episode, to our adventure to Yadboro State Forest. Yeah, so we've set up camp at Yadboro Flats. As we said, pretty basic campground, but really all you need is a few fire pits around, plenty of wood that's scattered on the ground. Toilets are close by, nothing fancy, just a drop toilet, but it's perfect for all you need. And yeah, as we said, this trip was very different. We decided just to have a few relaxing days. So rather than getting in the car and exploring the state forests and the nearby national park, we were quite happy just sitting in and around camp, just doing a few basic things and catching up on life.
Yeah, playing bocce, card games, just sitting, having fun, doing our own thing. It's kind of, if you're not going to drive anywhere, it's kind of make your own fun, because there really isn't anything to do around here besides that. Like, you can walk, you can fish, but walking is not really much further than the road that you came in on or the road that you can exit on. So,
Yeah, if you wanted bushwalking, you'd probably have to go for an actual drive
and
to find a better track.
Yeah.
If you were a better fisherman than we are, you probably got a better chance of catching some trout. But other than that, it was still fun to throw a line in.
Yeah.
As you can hear, there are some bikes in and around, like any state forest,
There was
but
quite a few. Yeah.
nothing that's too annoying. I
That's
didn't
fun.
bother us. So yeah. Alright, till next time, don't forget to enjoy the great outdoors.